This week is Baby Loss Awareness Week, and it is also my son Manny's 6th anniversary. Manny was born on the 13th of October 2019. He died whilst I was in labour of unknown causes. I was 8 days overdue. Most people know this about me, but some of you don't. I was a perfectly healthy 28-year-old, and he was, on paper, a perfectly healthy little boy. I had the most amazing pregnancy, but in a split second, everything changed. Baby Loss Awareness Week is about remembering our children. It is about opening up the lines of communication, and it is about raising awareness. It is about showing you that this can happen to anyone. It happened to me. 1 in 4 pregnancies end in loss. Last year alone, there were over 2,300 stillborns in the UK. That makes me feel sick. Since Manny's been born, I've been fortunate enough that I am able to speak about him all the time. I am able to talk to everyone, and I do speak to everyone. He is not a taboo subject to me. In clinic, at home, he is a constant topic of conversation, as he should be. He's one of my kids. But there are many parents like me that do not feel that they can speak. There are many parents like me that do not feel comfortable to be able to open up about their kids. They do not feel that they are in a safe space. They do not feel that they are in a non-judgmental environment, that they can openly and freely talk about children that have died in labour or died from neonatal causes, because it makes other people feel uncomfortable. I'm forever, eternally grateful to everybody that allows me that free space and that freedom to be able to speak about him without any holes barred. One thing that's always really surprised me is how people that don't even know me have been my cheerleaders and have shown me support above and beyond. Sometimes it actually makes me feel guilty, because I think people do so much more than I would ever do. But I guess when you're in a situation, I always look out on it, and sometimes it doesn't register how surreal it must be to other people. Like, it's become my normal. Like, it's become my normal that he's not here. But it's not normal. Like, it's not okay that he's not here. He shouldn't have, in my opinion, he shouldn't have died. But I can't turn back the hands of time. One of the reasons I wanted to do a video really was, one, to thank people, and also to raise awareness of how you can, if you know somebody in a similar situation to me, what you can do and how you can support them in a non-judgmental way, how you can hold their hand and how you can help them navigate through this whole new chapter of their life. I entered a community of parents that I didn't even know existed. 6 years ago, I did not know that there was a whole community of parents, or I was naive to the fact that there are people that are losing babies daily, and often they have no cause and they have no answers to how or why, and they don't really know where to turn. But also, because it is a baby, people often feel like it's not a real loss, when sometimes I think actually it can be harder, because you're grieving a life that never got to be. I forever think about where Manny would be now, what he would be doing, what his future would look like. And it's a completely different element of grief. So if you know somebody that's been in this situation, you have to really change your mentality towards what grief really is. Grief is such a wide umbrella term, and it affects everybody in such different ways. And people that might not show grief on the surface of the skin, or people that might not show grief day in, day out, don't mean that they aren't struggling with grief. And you never really know. One thing that I've found since being in clinic is that I talk about baby loss and I talk about Manny, and then people that have been through similar experiences will open up to me. And it's such a lovely thing that I can create that space for parents that are in a similar situation. So what's my lasting message? It's been 6 years since he died, and my role now as his mum is to support other mums and dads in my situation. My role as his mum is to protect his memory and to ensure that other parents that meet the same fate as me have the support that they need to navigate through some of the hardest days. So if you know any parents in a similar situation, don't run. Hold their hand unjudgmentally. Let them navigate and just follow. Just follow. If they want to talk, talk. If they don't want to talk, don't talk. If they change, adapt with that change. They will never get over this. They will never get over baby loss. They just learn to adapt around it. And as their support network, you have to navigate that as well. And that can be really, really difficult. And it means that you have to act quite selflessly because they have to be selfish. They have to be selfish in their grief because that is the only way that they will manage. And I was really lucky that my friends and my family allowed me to be selfish. They allowed me to put myself first, and they allowed me to take my time without putting any judgment and without putting any force and without dictating how I should behave. They let me just slowly navigate through, and I can't stress how important that is. So I hope from this that you take away the importance of communication around baby loss. I hope that you, if you've been through baby loss, feel that you can openly talk about your child. And if you know anyone that has been through baby loss, you let them talk. I hope from this video that's the biggest takeaway. I want to raise the taboo around baby loss. I want it to be a conversation because it is happening everywhere around us. I want to be able to speak about my boys freely. And on that note, to my boy, not a day goes by. Well, I don't wonder. If we can take a moment just to think about the babies that we've lost on Baby Loss Awareness Week. Thank you.